Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Micro Investor, where we do technical analysis and price predictions on many different cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking about Bitcoin, and there's some really interesting things going on with Bitcoin right now. As you can see, Bitcoin has been within this falling wedge. I talked about it multiple times before on this channel, actually many times before on this channel. And what we can see is that as it's been staying within these trend lines here and consolidating more and more, this recent 52-week low that we had seen with Bitcoin had possibly put it at the bottom, is what we're thinking now is what happened. It did reach that bottom when Bitcoin's price fell below that $18,000 price, and then from that point, it had gone up within a wave one. And then it just recently came down within a wave two. It did not go back to a bottom after the CPI data just came out. And it managed to really hold on to a price very tightly and also continue to consolidate more and more. So right now, what we're seeing with Bitcoin is it's right up within that trend line right there. And it's possibly getting ready to break out of this, falling wedge pattern here. And things are going to get even more bullish because there's other details, of course, that are important. That is our bull market support band. That's our moving averages. And of course, our Fibonacci lines here. So we need to look at all this. So let's first just take a look over at what we're seeing with our bull market support band, as that's moved pretty decently now out from the trend lines. The price currently to get within it is around the price of $22,000, and to be able to get on the other side of that right now, it's about $24,000. So that could be something to expect as Bitcoin does start to move out of this trend. If it does move out of the trend, though, of course, because you could also expect that it could continue to see resistance within this trend, as we are seeing a little bit of right now, and instead it fall down a little bit lower. So do think about that as well. But if it is to break out of this trend and start moving to the upside into the next wave, the wave three, which I think is going to be a very decent size wave that is possibly going to take the price of Bitcoin to $30,000 or even more. It could do a retracement of this all the way up to this wave two that we have here. But I mean, keep in mind that this is something that would be a pretty long timeline. I mean, we're looking well into 2023 for that to happen. I'm not saying this is anything that's going to happen very quickly, but very quickly we could be moving into this wave three, assuming that the price that we were at a couple of days ago, where Bitcoin's price fell around to $18,100, that completed the wave two. And so if that's the case and we continue trading out of here, I expect even more to happen. So now let's also look over at our moving averages here. So we're right within our 20-day moving average at this moment. So we still need to break through that. Our 50-day moving average is on the other side of the trend line now. So that's another absolutely amazing thing to happen. The 50-day moving average is at around $20,000 right now. So still not a whole lot of a price move to be able to get the price of Bitcoin on the other side of that 50-day moving average. Our 100-day moving average currently is at the price of around $21,700 or so. And that's also something that probably wouldn't be that large of a move. I mean, the price of Bitcoin was a bit higher than that back in the second week of September. So if this could all play out, this could be really big for Bitcoin, and this is what I'm hoping that does become the case. Now let's look into what we can be expecting here as we do see this breakout to start happening. So looking at the Fibonacci retracement that we have here, we're using that first wave that we have. So we're going from that 52-week low, the start of the first wave, where the price of Bitcoin was under $18,000, and how quickly it went up over a 2-month period up to complete this first wave where the price was a little bit above $25,000. So since then, we've seen pretty good size retracements within the price of Bitcoin and seeing where we had come down with this wave 2. That was very close, of course, to our 52-week low, but it didn't reach it. And this is why I think that we did complete that bottom with Bitcoin, and how that now, as we start to really trend upwards within these Fibonacci levels, which currently we're at that 786 Fibonacci level, looking at it from the from our high, and how we can start to see the price of Bitcoin start climbing up out of these Fibonacci levels, and hopefully see some larger price movements as we do see such. So we know that a price of around $20,000 puts us around at our 50-week moving average, and that would be something that we could see a larger candlestick move as we do surpass that Fibonacci level. Also, if we look over at our 50% Fibonacci level, that's lining us up with our 100-day moving average. So to look at that, our 50-day moving average currently is close to around the price of $20,000. So that would be right at that Fibonacci level that we need to get over. And then our 100-day moving average, as it's coming down, it's getting very close to that 50% Fibonacci level. So we're really positioning ourselves here with Bitcoin to be in a really good spot, because not a whole lot of a price movement is really needed to see Bitcoin break out of the trend, which would be at a price of around $20,000. So this is amazing. So really the next key price that we need to get over is we need to get above this wave 4 from this larger 5 moves that were inside of this wave 2. So sorry to make that confusing. So the wave 2 had 5 moves down, and then that had completed that. So if we get above this wave 4 that we had within the wave 2, at that Fibonacci level, I think that we would see a pretty decent sized candlestick taking us right up to that 50% Fibonacci level, just like we had seen back in the second week of September when it had done that previously into that wave 2. So hopefully that's how this all plays out, since we are now approaching that trend that Bitcoin does start leaving, and we start to see the price of Bitcoin to go up within this wave 3. Now, keep in mind that things could still go bearish, and Bitcoin could really struggle to break out of this trend. The price could fall down even below its 52-week low. We don't really know how it's going to play out. Can't predict what it's going to do, but this is all just my own opinion. This is just all based off of assumption and following the Elliot wave theory and doing the technicals here. So with that being said, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Do you guys think that we are within that wave 3 and that rally is just right around the corner? I would like to know. So hopefully these rest of these cryptocurrencies also follow if that's going to be the case. So with that being said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. New content coming out all the time. I'll see you in the next one.